I'm present as well.
Miss Armstrong, very impressed. You checked up on me during lunchtime. I'm very impressed.
Okay.
Do you get responses because you say you're from the government that they hang up on me when I say I'm a lawyer?
Do they really?
When you call up somebody and say you're a lawyer, they stop talking to you.
That's never happened to me.
Maybe it's because you're pleasant and I'm not. You know my personal blessings in life?
What's that?
Never had to deal with attorney general's office about my kids.
I know that's right.
All right, we're back on cause number 2020-19054 in the interest of Adrian Hayes. We recessed to give the non-custodial parent an opportunity to prove that he's on unemployment and he doesn't have a job and he's not making the money he was making before. So where are we now? Miss Armstrong.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I did receive, as soon as we got off the trial, I got an email from Mr. Rass with his, a letter from his job saying that he needed to turn in some equipment from work because he was no longer going to be working there. The letter doesn't say if he quit, terminated, or was laid off. So I'm still unsure about that. I've reached out to his employer, his former employer, and they haven't gotten back to me on if he was terminated, laid off, or quit. But I did get that letter from Mr. Rass. I also did receive a copy of a screenshot that he took of unemployment that was $521 per week that began at the end of August of 2020, I believe it was.
Okay. I don't believe you can start collecting unemployment if you quit. Is that correct?
That's my understanding, Your Honor.
Ms. Armstrong?
I'm not sure. I've done it before, but it's usually a special circumstance.
Oh,
But,
well,
but normally no, Judge. But when I
So
called
usually it is a
employer,
special circumstance.
when I called the employer, they said that he was not laid off. And I said, well, what was he? He said they couldn't tell me. So I had to fill out an application, email it to them, and I haven't gotten back to them. But you're right. He did show me proof of unemployment of $521 per week. Yes, sir.
they said his employer said they was not laid off.
Correct. And then she said, I don't think I can tell you why without Mr. Ratt's permission. So I told her I would send her official letter, have Maria call the court, have them call her to verify that I am who I say I am. And I still haven't gotten a response for them. So, but I did see the, unemployment, but I don't know what happened, but he wasn't laid off according to her, but I don't have any,
So, Mr. Hayes, you say you were laid off. I mean, Mr. Rast, you say you were laid off. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have we lost Mr. Rast's attorney?
I think so, Your Honor. Here he comes back.
Okay.
I read that email the same as the Attorney General did. So I want to get the papers to check it. I read it that says, says your last day of employment is a certain date. That is being laid off.
No, that doesn't mean you've been laid off. It just means you don't work there as of that date, which I confirm I read as well.
Right.
But I did
Okay.
calculate child support based on unemployment of $521 a week, just so if the court wants to know what that would come to.
Well, I think we're going to go with that because certainly if the increase is more than, what is it, $100 or whatever, it can be modified. And I assume that the AG's office can monitor that situation.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. So I did I'm sorry.
So what is the amount of child support based on his unemployment?
say, so the child support came to $332 per month. I got the income as $2,537.53 monthly gross. That is based on $521 per week of unemployment, plus an additional $279.86 for income that he receives for child support. So I added those two numbers together for cumulative income, and that's how I got that number. I did medical of $102 per month for 102 per month for dad to pay, gave him credit for 2 additional children in his household, and that's how child support came to $332 per month for this one child.
All right. Is cash medical support an issue also?
The amount was, he agreed to pay, it's just what amount, and I had to base the amount on his income. So at first I wanted 218, but because his income is lower than what we were going to go with the cash medical support as well to 102. So I don't know if Mr. Rass would agree to that amount or not. I don't know if that's an issue still.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
I just had a quick question. Was that number also involving the 150 arrears or no?
No. That's an addition. That's an addition.
Okay.
All right. Anything
think I'm
further,
fine.
Mr. Gillespie?
Anything further, I think we treated fairly by this court, and we're ready for a decision.
We just have the surname is still an issue.
All right. The court orders its child surname shall remain Hayes, and the father's to pay child support amount of $332 a month and cash medical support amount of $102 a month, beginning November 1st, 2020. All other stipulations are approved.
And the step up amount, Judge, you wanted me to wait on the step up of the 150 arrears. It would step up to 482 based on the 332 current.
Well, yes, there's gonna be, the levels are gonna be stepped up, as is normal,
Okay.
so I'm
Yes,
sure
sir.
that, the numbers are there, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Gillespie, don't log off real quick. I need to ask you a question once we're off the YouTube, okay?
Judge, by the way, Judge, is the judge there?
He took off his headphones. He won't be able to hear you now.
That's fine. You want to talk to
But
me?
don't log off, Mr. Gillespie. I need to ask you a question once we're taken off the YouTube.
I won't.
Okay, thank you. And I'll also explain everything to the party.